The food that native we don't think the same way they think did in the 18th century. We don't think about fish. We don't think about as it was one of those most important provisions. In the 18th century, it was so very, very important. It would shift regularly in the stomach of the very, very poorest. Table of. It was so important that it would show up in the list of commodities that were being traded. So today in the Midwest, we can turn on certain traps and we can hear about, how much for pork or corn and wheat, how much that sells for by the bushel. In the 18th century, one of those things was barrels of coffee. It was that important. Fresh and wheat were important not just to the coast, but to inland portions as well. The backwoods were full of traps in the 18th century, and traps were full of There's a wonderful memoir of Nolan, where he talks about his childhood in 1830s backwoods Michigan. And his father died, and his father caught Matt is a perfect example in his amazing diary where he really goes in depth. He talks about creating this trap house across a local river with a group of 3 other households. And between them, they harvest in the springtime and all through the summer. So in the summertime, every 3 or 4 days, he'll go up to the trap house and he'll get 2 or 3 or 6 fish. And then he will share those fish with other people that are his partners in that. And he uses those fish as a means of trade in his local economy. So all the households around him in the town, they're going to be coming from that that's going on. So it's specifically so we could trade those within the households around us. So today on the homestead, we are smoking weed by the bushel. And smoking has been done for thousands of years. It would be done by Native Americans as well as settlers in this situation. And people are still smoking today. It's great. And you might also have a smokehouse. And in the 18th century, especially with those partially bad fishes, they're starting to ferment. They're starting to go off, to go bad. And they would use a method like smacking. Native American, like smacking. Puritans, smacking. An enslaved African, smacking. A wealthy landowner. Here is a box with salted cock.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
El muchacho de